Memorial Stadium. It's the Virginia Cavaliers and the Clemson Tigers. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
Death Valley, the tradition is real. You touch the rock, you run down the hill, and it is a beautiful venue. Clemson has become one of the most difficult places to play in the ACC, if not college football. These fans are electric and dynamic. Call it Death Valley for a reason. This is where teams' dreams come to die. Guys, back to you.
Thanks, Holly. And he'll bring it back. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So Clemson's offense will be the first to dial up ball plays in this one. These guys have a pass-catch combination as good as any in the country. David, they always seem to be in sync.
Yeah, if that guy out wide is covered, he's open. And if you got a great quarterback like this, too, it just all works hand in hand. He's looking for him. He's going to force-feed him. He's got that kind of arm talent. So a duo that is really hard to stop.
Yeah, and I think what's special about these two is obviously the quarterback has great arm strength, and this receiver can run routes and catch the ball, but their chemistry is just remarkable. It always seems like when there's a big play to be had, the QB is looking for his go-to guy on the outside, and nobody can stop them. These guys have put in the work together all offseason, and it's showing up on game day.
Clemson jumps to the line. On 3rd and short, the run and looking for the first down. They went right back to him, and they got the exact same thing. Nothing doing against this defense. It'll be 4th down. Quarterback making adjustments. They'll run for it. Here's a little room there. Oh, he got loose. They get him on the ground, but not before he keeps his opening drive alive with a 4th down conversion.
There are not a lot of head coaches that I think are willing on their opening drive to go for it on 4th down, especially in that kind of field position. But this head coach ain't scared. He believes in his running back. He believes offensive line to go pick it up, and that's exactly what they did.
Back to pass, it's Hammond. Makes the grab. This conference has a history of getting wacky, and the last thing you need to do is get off to a slow start in ACC play.
And what does everybody talk about every year, right? Like conference games, how much they matter, the familiarity with everybody around you. You can only start this one time, so let's bring that energy, bring that momentum. Who wants to start this season off with?
Well, the ACC is a conference that feels like oftentimes it just goes down to the wire, and those games late in the season are the ones that really determine what happens, but you got to set yourself up for success, and it starts right here.
A shot toward the end zone. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Not the way you want to start your first drive, and the defense forces a turnover.
There might not be a hotter player right now in college football than this guy right here. He had 2 picks in their last game. He already has an interception in the first drive of this one. Quarterbacks, they're going to figure it out eventually. Stop throwing his way.
This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. They'll start this drive going to the air. He'll get rid of it. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires deep on the run. Pick off! What a play by this defense. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Really early in this game, you're seeing the ball hawks on both sides of the ball. Interception on the first drive of the game, and now they come out, and this defense gets a pick in return. There are a lot of dudes in the back end with speed and with the ability to close. What a phenomenal play by that young man just now to get the ball back to his offense.
Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football. And
makes the grab in their space. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the first down.
And the offense showing off the short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. The Tigers want to pick up the tempo. Looking for a man, it's Hammond. It's on target and complete. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. The Tigers have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again. Sets up the screen. And into the end zone. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Tigers.
The screen game is such a big part of this offense. A nice job by the quarterback holding on to it until the last possible second. And the O-line getting downfield, picking up their blocks. They make it about as easy as they can for this running back to find the end zone.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. He's just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. First play of this drive comes from the 27. The play-action fake. Right down the middle. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
You cannot get any more wide open than that. He had his receiver open, throws the ball. You think, we're walking in for 6, and he drops it right in his hands. Yeah, those are killers. So hard to make big plays. Man, you can't give those up.
And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Clemson has the lead. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his tight end. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Pass rush, coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Got his man. He was hoping to get that thing down the sideline. They get him out of bounds at the 37. Beneath the shadow of Howard's Rock, Death Valley is rocking, trying to help the Tigers on 3rd. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. The Cavaliers will call on their punt team, getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. He makes a fair catch just outside his own 10 at the 11-yard line. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Offense in a bunch formation. Back to throw, it's Hammond. Zings it complete to the right. Pulled down for the tackle. Clemson is quick to the line.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
They'll send the back in motion. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Just a short pass to the tight end. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker. Offense a little backed up here, and boy, would it help to convert this third down. Here comes the heat. And down he goes.
Yeah, and that's back-to-back games. This guy's notched a sack. Starting to be a problem. A guy that's diagnosing passes, rushing the pass.
Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. Throws it deep. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime.
Well, that tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. Fourth down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
It's complete. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. And the Tigers go back to work after moving the chains through the air.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. Virginia will call its first timeout. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this third down play. Third and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on fourth down. To the air, it's Hammond. Got his man down the middle. They stop him before he can get to the first down marker, but he does cross the 50, and now to be fourth down. Timeout is called by Virginia. That's their second. They'll have one left. Gives him a little time to dig deep in the play sheet and figure out what to do on fourth down. They're throwing for it on fourth down. And this will fall incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs. They'll start this drive with a pass. Finds the tight end. The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone, make them execute, and rally to the ball.
100%. Zone eyes on the quarterback. I see him throw the football, break on it, go make tackles, live to fight another down.
He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39. Just inside the 40-yard line. It's 1st and 10 from the 39. Trying play action. Got it. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again, and why not? And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. He picks up the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, at this stage of the game, the only person who can advance a fumble for the offense is the fumbler. After that sack, they're in a different zip code now. 2nd and long working here. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Takes a hit as he fires. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Fights off a defender. Timeout called by Clemson. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, and they finally forced the fourth down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big fourth down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
And that is why this punter is such a big weapon. He can completely flip the field. He's got a cannon for a leg. That was a moonshot. They were able to get downfield, and now this offense, they've got a lot of work to do if they're going to score.
He'll be stopped at the 15. It'll be a first down, and this defense misses an opportunity to keep them backed up close to the goal line. Looking to pass. It's Hammond. Rushes on him, and it's a sack. Clemson calls its second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. It might be a good call later on in the game.
Now the Tigers will spend their third and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Quarterback making checks. On third down, he drops to throw. Makes the grab. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on third down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31. Wants to throw it again. Working that left side now. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Men, thanks. A busy day, so let's waste no time and get you updated on Week 3 action around college football. And we begin with a look at Miami University, taking on the number 8 team, the Indiana Hoosiers.
And he's going to try to return this one. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. The Cavaliers offense all set and ready to get this drive underway. They start this third quarter one-possession game and hoping to get an early drive going. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
Well, the defense basically played that one perfectly, right? Against the RPO, they did a nice job staying back, hanging, watching the quarterback's eyes, and taking away any throw. And when he decided to try to keep the football and scramble to his left, they were all over him. Great job defensively, playing together as one unit.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Brought down at the 16-yard line, and that will likely bring out the punt team. And the Cavaliers will punt it away on 4th down. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. Clemson comes out its offense ready to go on the attack. They'll run this play from the pistol. Scanning the field is Hammond. Got the quick pass. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be 1st down.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
To the air on 1st down. Bringing the heat. He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. With that penalty, the offense is backed up, still 2nd down. He might want another play. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Throwing right. And that's going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the 2nd down misfire. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
Great job by the pass rush up front. 3rd and long situation. They're anticipating pass, and they know the quarterback.
Guys, look at this. A surprise. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th down. On 4th down, looking for the completion. Made the catch, but nowhere to run, nowhere to hide, and he stopped right at the line, and they'll turn it over on downs. The Cavaliers trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. back to pass. Immediately fires to the middle. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. It's 3rd and goal, and this defense feeling energy from the crowd. Oh, they're after him. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
Just such a nice job by him understanding his responsibility in that cover 2 zone scheme. He's just floating over the middle of the field. He's just very aware of tight ends and running backs around him. And as soon as he sees color, as soon as he sees an intended target, he's already running that way. And he's able to jump the throw and pick it up.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again, back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
Back to the ground with the running back. Not a lot of room there. Give him a couple to the 16. Clemson jumps to the line. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Well, their defense did a great job deep in their own end, right? Getting the turnover on downs. And now the offense is starting to pay that off. On the 3rd play of this drive, 3rd down, they're able to run it, pick up the first, they stay on the field, and they're going to try and churn this thing out.
And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. So now it's 2nd and long. Looking for a man. It's Hammond. Fires to the middle. Makes the catch. It's Thornton. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down. This Clemson offense moving quickly down the field.
Really nice play there catching the pass. And I'll tell you, it's not easy to get on the field these days at Clemson if you're a wideout. Because of the success they've had recruiting and all the NFL talent they've had outside of the position, getting on the field and competing is no simple task. It's not easy to do, but this guy has everything you look for. He is built to succeed, not just at the college level. I think this guy's got an opportunity on Sundays, too.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working, ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. As we head to the 4th quarter, this guy is seeing the defense. Look how he spread the ball around. They'll keep the offense on the field on 4th down already with a 1-possession lead. Trying to keep the drive alive. And he's not even close to the line to gain, and the defense makes the stop. They've got a first down here. What a start it's been to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, 4th quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. Quick completion to the right. Breaks a tackle, and he might go. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
And, man, this offense needed that. They've got to get it go. That clock is ticking. They've got 0 points on the game. They've got to put a couple of plays together. There's play number 1. Let's see if they can get a streak going, get down the field, and put some points on the scoreboard.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Leaves it with the back. They'll give him 1 to the 28-yard line. It's getting loud in here, and they may raise the dues on Ncaa if they can stop him on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And they fail to hook up on 3rd down.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field. But that's why you try to put some extra mustard on it. But I think that time, that's what forced the incomplete.
And he got it! Now, there is a flag down on the play, but when you knock through a field goal from that distance and you're not going to get the first down, I think you just keep your points. They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he's stopped right there. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. If you're the defensive coordinator, no time to worry about bust. You have to sell out to get the ball back. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. There he goes. Ripping through the defense. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. Virginia will call its first timeout. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Right back to the well.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front. Timeout on the field. The Cavaliers have taken their final timeout. They'll have to navigate the rest of this game without being able to stop the clock. Off the bootleg to buy a little space. Makes the grab. Really strong job by the defense. A negative play on third down.
Man, oh man, how about that play by the linebacker? I'm thinking, I got to get the run, I got to get the run. Oh, I see the quick pass, now I got to break on it and go catch this really, really fast guy over here. And how about the job he does, getting him on the ground, nowhere to go. Nice closing speed by that linebacker.
The clock winds down to the 2-minute timeout, and this offense will try to drain away the time and secure the victory. Clemson will send the punt team out. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. He'll take it on the return, and they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Slings it downfield. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that.
And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the fourth. Now third and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Well, they're trailing in this game late. The defense knows it, so they're playing for pass. 2 plays ago, they get the sack. This time, they force an incompletion. Not a lot the offense can do here to catch them off guard. They're just going to have to make a huge play here on fourth down.
Time is their enemy. It's running out on them. Down 4, they'll go for it on fourth down. He wants a big play here late. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work.
Nice job by this defense in a clutch moment. You knew they were going to throw the football fourth down. Great coverage, break on the football, force the incompletion, and more importantly, you get the ball back to your offense with a chance to just run this clock and get out of here with a win.
Now on second down, and we'll probably see another run, and that might do it if they can get a first down. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Clemson is quick to the line. They're going to test the right side with this one. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Looking for a crease to the left. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
And talking to coaches this week, that's their guy. The running back is the guy they feel the most confident in. So I expect down the stretch, when you got a lead in this football game, you're going to keep hammering away with your best player.
They stop him right there. They tried to convert with the run, and the defense was up for the challenge. It's one thing to execute early in the game. Tight ball game, right at the end, you need the clutch plays. These guys deliver.
And you can't teach that gene. You have people that can focus in the moment or they can't. Great job by the team, staying focused, understanding it's a close battle, win those one play at a time, and then look up.